Walmart's home state is poised to raise the minimum wage, but it still won't be enough. Yes, indeed, it is true. In Arkansas, this November, voters in Arkansas will decide whether to raise the state's minimum wage to $8.50 an hour, phased out over 3 years. Advocates are chairing the proposal on how well it will, and it's polling great across the state. But many workers told ThinkProgress that $8.50 isn't enough. And hello, duh. We know that, America. Come on. $8.50 can't even buy you a burrito at Chipotle. $8.50 is not enough. We need $10.10. And what we need to do, all right, and I listen, thank God for his small mercies. Small mercy here, right? We're raising minimum wage. We haven't done it in 6 years. But minimum wage should be automatically set to inflation. But you know what, America? Maybe, just maybe, I'm asking for a little bit too much. Maybe I'm asking for too much. America, I'm asking for too much, too much, too much, too much. Either way, this will most likely pass, right? But America, it's a step in the right direction. And, you talk to folks out there, and this is awesome. And so one of the guys they interviewed in this story, this was done by our friends ThinkProgress. We love ThinkProgress, great friends of the Fowler Show. And they interviewed a family, Quinn Dodds Jr., who earns, and he sells home theater systems at Best Buy. And he says he's struggling to support his family, his wife, who's studying to be a nurse at Baptist College. And he's saying that we want to eat healthier. We want to make healthier life choices. But unfortunately, we'd love to shop at Whole Foods, but we can't afford to shop at Whole Foods at $8.50. You damn Skippy. You can't. Because, I love Whole Foods too, and thank God, and bless the Lord, thank you for you out there in Fowler Nation. I can afford to shop at Whole Foods. But $20 at Whole Foods buys you like one thing. Let's be real. And that's why we really need to have a conversation about raising wages in this country. I talked about this at the beginning of the show, right? We have two sets of bars in America. You have the bar of people that are up here, and you have those that are up here. And if we want this country to work correctly, right? Just like after World War II, when we were rebuilding our economy, thanks to FDR and then the GI Bill, right? There was the same situation. You had a group of people that are very, very, very poor, a lower working class, right? And then you have you have this sort of the rich 1%. And in order for our country to work correctly, you've got to do something like this. We're not talking about money. We're talking about access to opportunity. You got to level the playing field. When you level the playing field, everybody has a fair shake. How you start that is you raise the minimum wage. And don't believe the prognosticators, America, who say, oh, if we raise the minimum wage, we're going to hurt business. Or like Rick Scott said in the debate this week, oh, the minimum wage should be set by corporations and should be set by capitalism. That is malarkey. And that is bull. And you heard it here first, because every time in this country that we have raised the minimum wage, we've seen economic growth exponentially. Exponentially. So don't believe the hype. Don't believe the prognosticators. And there's so many states where minimum wage is on the ballot. Alaska, Arkansas, just to name two. There's so many more, and that is why voting is so important. Voting means you allow for your kids and the families in your state to get a little bit more money so they can make ends meet. This is not a Democratic issue or Republican issues, because working families don't fall neatly along party lines. This is about this is a working family issue. Making sure people can pay the heat as we come in the wintertime. Making sure people can put a little thing under their Christmas tree for their kids. That's what this election is about. Making sure that kids aren't going hungry. And we have about 18 million, more than that, kids who are food insecure, who are hungry right now, today, in America, the richest country on earth. And we could change that by simply going to the polls and voting.